Swear it's a different song. Scars running deep in me, blood running like a stream. Swear it's a different dream. People on the balcony, jumping off now what you see. World on the fucking edge. They don't know that they been dead. They don't know that they been dead.
What's going on, man? We're tapping in with another session. Today we're just going to be talking about being spiritually scared and understanding principles. We're going to touch on a few key points and we're just going to get into it. Let's do it. What does it mean to be spiritually scared? When you're spiritually scared, you don't like judgment, you don't like loss of control, and you don't like past trauma. So with that being first, judgment, where you're going to be judged worldwide. It's going to be people that don't like you, and it's going to be people that do like you, just worldwide, all around. So you can't walk around and going off what other people saying about you. You got to be true to yourself and true to your creator, which is the Most High. You also can't be afraid of judgment, and if you know you're being righteous, there's no need to be afraid, because you know you're doing everything in your power to improve yourself. People that's afraid of judgment know they got skeletons in their closet. Secondly, loss of control. When you spiritually scared, just scared in any way, you hate to lose control of anything. And that is because you don't know what can happen. So telling yourself where you really just have to let go. You can only control yourself. You see what I'm saying? You can't control everybody else. So you can only control how you move. So knowing your action, for every action you do, there's a reaction. So I would tell you, just move in the right light for yourself. Don't lose control of yourself. As long as you're in control of yourself, know everything around you will maintain control. Thirdly, trauma, or how you get over trauma is facing trauma. You're not going to get over trauma sitting and dwelling in a low place. No, you have to actually get up and walk through that trauma. Hold your head high through that trauma. Knowing that trauma makes you a better person, a better individual. When you go through trauma, it usually makes you a better person if you don't let it sit on you and it dwells on you. Trauma makes you a stronger individual when you know how to use that trauma. When you don't know how to use that trauma, you tend to crash out. Like a lot of these young men have all this built up anger and trauma and pain and don't know what to do with it. So what do they do with it? They go crash out. They go kill somebody. They go rob somebody. Thinking it's gonna make it better. It's not gonna make it better. 2, is spiritual truth meant to control us or liberate us? Both. Spiritually, bro, and just spirituality in any way, bro, is meant to liberate you and lift up you and give you truth, but it's also meant to control you and give you steps and guidelines to walk by, so walk life. You know what I'm saying? Any way you walk, Bible, Quran, any way you go, it's a walk of life. So you have to adapt those ways if you really want to say you're a Muslim or you're a Christian. See, but when you're spiritual, it's liberating because it's a sense of freedom. People forget what spirituality was about. It was a sense of freedom and truth. It was truth behind spirituality. Spirituality was never about individualism. It was about knowing who you are individually and knowing who we were collectively and knowing our power. Not only knowing our power, but knowing our roots. So it's supposed to be a liberating movement, but also a controlling movement to control your behaviors, to keep you in line, to let you know you're on the right path. Feel me? How can fear distort our perception of spiritual truth? When you're in fear, you don't see things the right way. So I'm saying, it's either adrenaline or you can feel it. You see what I'm saying? So it can alter your perception of truth when you're in fear of something. Just like when you're in fear to die. People fear to die, they give their life to anything to either live or say they are trying to save themselves. You don't want to do that. What you want to do with your fear is face your fears. And how you face your fears, you acknowledge your fears. You sit yourself down and be like, damn, I am kind of scared of this. I don't like going through this. This is an uncomfortable position. You know what I'm saying? When you're in fear of something, it changes everything. How you see, you can only see so much with these squads, these retinas. So when you in fear, it changes what you see. Like schizophrenic folks, they can always have this fear mechanism that pops out anytime, anywhere. You can't live in fear. So what you do is face it. man or woman you face. Fear is a mindset. When you're in fear of something that's all in your mind, you got all a billion thoughts coming at your mind. Slow yourself down. So I'm saying, be aware. Know, okay, there's something over there, something over here. This is the right way to go. This is the way I feel most safest. Can you trust your own spiritual experiences? Yes, that's what they're for. They're for growth. When you're going through these spiritual trials and tribulations, they're for growth. These are called chambers. So I'm saying, you have to go through these chambers to ascend to where you need to go. So I'm saying, when you walking through these different paths and different gateways, bro, you won't be tested. That's why I say it's many called, but few were chosen. You see what I'm saying? Because this shit is not easy. You can trust yourself through the experience, you know, because you're supposed to gain wisdom through those experiences. You're not just supposed to be numb and void, null and void when it comes to things. You're supposed to go through something. Okay, now I know I can't do that no more. Let me move this way. Let me not move that way no more, because that's not beneficial for what I'm trying to do, or just me in general. You should never go through the same thing and get the same result twice or 3 times or 4 times. You see what I'm saying? You can trust yourself because you have the ability to discern. That's what you have a heart for. That's what you have a soul for. That's what you have an oil for. Your body alerts you when things are wrong. Use that. There's no reason you shouldn't be using your key signs and things within you. What is the role of surrender and moving beyond fear? The role of surrender is giving yourself up. Knowing you can't be here forever. So, for the greater cause, you know, giving yourself up. Surrender is knowing there's only one supreme being. Actually, surrender is almost really laying yourself on that cross. So I'm saying, when you lay yourself on that cross, you know anything can happen, but you're guided by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Most High didn't have fear of what everybody thought, of the things folks went through. You know what I'm saying? He knew what people were going to go through. He knew what people was going to say. He knew everything that was going to happen before it happened. And what did he do? He still laid himself out on that cross. And if you don't believe in that, it's plenty other narrative and things of people who laid themselves out on that cross with no fear. And just, you know what I'm saying? That's what we have. A lot of us have in common. People who speak out, they don't have that fear of what can happen. They lay themselves out on that cross and speak truth regardless of what can happen. That's why they excel. Truth will get you farther than anything. Of course, hard work. You know, but truth, you can't deny truth. So truth will get you farther than anything. Of course, having that wisdom, you need that wisdom to identify what is truth. So don't be in fear of anything, because you have to surrender yourself. You know, things are not going to get better without you surrendering yourself. So that's the conversation we had today. Just about not being spiritually scared in the circumstances of that and the things people go through. We walking where you gotta walk with your head high. You can't walk in fear because it'll alter what you see. You see what I'm saying? You can't let emotions and fear and doubt and judgment get in your way of where you going. You're somebody special. I'm somebody special. We got places to be. We got land to conquer. You see what I'm saying? We got people we need to get up off this planet for now. A lot of folks need a new vessel. You know? Because theirs is corrupted, it's damaged. So we walking, we're gonna keep walking. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. Keep up with the spiritual discernment, the growth, you know, we're gonna keep growing. And yeah, we do it. Don't be spiritually scared. There's power in the youth. You know, when you walk with so much fear, you don't know what you would do. Keep your head high. Keep your mind clear. Keep your aura tight. Drink a lot of water. Remember, you are water. Flow like water. It's nothing to be scared of, bro. It's just liberation. It's growth. It's development. It's everything that you want it to be. Don't walk around with your head down. Pick your head up and walk. Let's do it.
Young niggas stay from out the picture. Back and forth in riches. get it when you see it. Snapping almost every day, gotta pay the price today. Why you living life like this? Probably cause you turn fake, probably cause I burn away. You won't even see my face.